Good morning, everyone. My name is Aditya, and I'm the Customer Success Manager here in Galabox. In today's training session, I will be covering two topics. One is the no-code chatbot and how it can be built and published. And the second topic will be how to do broadcast messages from Google Sheets. So these are the two topics I will be covering for the day. And first, I will get started with the chatbot on how we can build the chatbot and how it can be published. So I will just quickly brush through it again. So once you click on the add bot, you will be selecting the channel through which the bot has to work. You will have to give out a name for your bot. A session timeout period is that where if a user drops out of that particular conversation within the stipulated time, the chatbot will stop functioning and it will be moved to the unassigned bucket or an assigned agent in case it is assigned to an agent. And for the session timeout message, you'll have to type out a session message where once the bot is over, the dropout message will go out and the message will be transferred to the unassigned bucket. So once you have a session timeout message, you can create the bot and you can see that the bot has been created in your system. Now, once the bot is reflected, you can click on this particular bot and you can create flows for your bot. Now, you'll have to give a name for your bot. And I will give it as a simple food bot. And here you need to add an intent. Please make sure that the intent which is mentioned in the text, the same text has to be used to initiate a conversation. For example, if you have hi as your intent, then only if you initiate a conversation with the bot as hi message, the chatbot will start sending out its messages. Or to keep it simple, you can have an asterisk symbol. And for the asterisk, any message which is being sent, the chatbot will start functioning. Now I will create this intent. So now you can see that this particular flow has been created and it is not been published and the status is in draft. Now I will be able to start building the chatbot. Now to build the chatbot, to make things easier for the business, what you can do is you can simply create a flow in an Excel sheet or just in a paper. You can note down a diagram and a flow chart as to how the bot has to work, and you can simply use those logic to create the chatbot. So now you can see that I have created a simple flow in an Excel sheet for me to start the chatbot, and I will use this flow to create the particular chatbot. Now I will go back to the Galabox screen and start building the chatbot. So there are two cases in which you can create a particular card. One is to ask a message and the other case is to send a particular message. So if you create a card using an ask prompt, then you need to make sure that you have a question which is being asked and there is a response from which your customers will respond to the message. For example, in this case, my welcome message is that welcome to the food truck. Your search for the healthy fast food ends here. Select from the below option. So here you can see that I'm asking a question for them to select what they are looking for. So here my prompt type will be an ask question. It is a text response and my question will be entered in the question bucket here. So here you can see that I have entered the message. Now you can see that I have three options for this particular welcome message. One is the menu for the week, one is the place order, and one is customer service. So these are the three options from which the customers will select what they are looking for. So now what I will do is I will copy this. I will go back to the bot and here you can see something known as add an option. So if you click on add an option, you can add those particular options in this buttons. But please make sure that your character limit is not more than 20. If your character limit is more than 20, then you will not be able to get the options as a button format. Rather, you will be getting it as a number format, which I will show you in the later stages. My next option is place your order. I will enter that as well. And my final option is the customer service. So once I have added all the buttons and I have my question, I will add this particular flow in the chatbot. And now you can see that this flow has been added. From here, I will select the next option. So now here you can see there are 3 options selected. And for each option, different messages has to go. So for example, if a customer selects on menu for the week, then a particular image has to go out for the customer and he will select what menu he is looking for. For example, here I will be adding an image where the particular person will be able to select from that image and he will be able to choose what menu he is looking for. But please make sure that here it will be a send message because there is no question which I am asking for. The customer will go through the image and he will send this input via a text on WhatsApp, which I will note down. So if I add this, I will connect the menu for the week button to this particular message so that if a person clicks on menu for the week, the attached image will go. The next option is a place an order. And for place an order, I will be having 2 options, whether the person is looking for a weekly subscription or a daily order. So I will add both these buttons for this particular place an order question. So again here I will be adding options because I have selected 2 options, whether it is a weekly subscription or a daily order. So I will add the weekly subscription as well as the daily order. So once I add these two, this card will be created and I will connect the place your order button to this particular card. So if a person selects place an order, he will be, the next question following will be whether he has to choose a weekly subscription or a daily order. My last button for the first card is the customer service. So I will send the message related to the customer service. Again, it will be a send message because it will be an ask message because we are asking the customer what his reviews or feedback are, whether he had a good feedback or a bad feedback, that we will be collecting here. And here, instead of having the name in brackets, what you can do is you can add a variable and you can keep it as a name. So whatever the name the customer has on his display name on WhatsApp, that particular name will be captured by the system and automatically be sent out here. So for example, if it is Aditya, myself, who is responding to the chat, then it will be thanks for reaching out, Aditya. How can we help you today? That will be the question which will be asked by the chatbot. And again, there will not be any buttons here because it is a feedback which we are collecting from the customer and it will be a simple text format. So I will connect the customer service button to this particular card. So now once this is done, my next question or my next option will be that for weekly subscription, the customer who is looking to place an order has to choose the subscription type, whether it is a non-veg or a veg he is looking for, and the different delivery slots, whether it is afternoon, evening, and so on. So first what I will do is I will select the card for this subscription type. So I will go back to the chatbot, click on ask a question. And again, I will add 2 options. One is the vegetarian and the other one is the non-vegetarian option. So once I add this, so this particular message has been created for the weekly subscription. So I will connect the weekly subscription button to this particular card. So after that subscription type is selected, I will like to ask what the delivery slot is, whether it is in the afternoon or whether it is in the evening. So likewise, I will. So if a particular customer selects on veg or non-veg, that particular delivery slot has to go. So it will be an ask question again, and the question which has to be entered is please enter the delivery slot. And again here it will be two options, which will be afternoon and evening. So this particular delivery slot message has to go out irrespective of whether it is a vegetarian subscription or a non-vegetarian subscription. So what we can do is there are two ways of doing this. One is to directly attach this card here to this delivery slot, or what you can do is you can simply add the vegetarian button to this card. You can duplicate this card and connect the non-vegetarian option to this card as well. It is easy to duplicate. You can simply click on this duplicate button, and if you click on add, your card will get duplicated. So I have connected the delivery slot for both veg and non-veg. And my next question will be, I will be asking them for the delivery address. So it will be an ask question since I am asking them to enter the delivery address. And I will add this particular card. So here what you can do is you can directly connect this delivery slot button here, since even if the customer chooses either the afternoon or the evening slot, this location has to be captured, and hence you can connect this card directly to the next card. I will ask another question to add for the evening slots. Likewise, I will connect the same if a person selects on non-veg as a subscription option. So if you look into my flow, I have completed the weekly subscription questions which has to be asked by the chatbot. And once the delivery address is shared by the customer, then a thanks message will be sent. And this thanks message will be a simple send message, because after this there will not be any response from the customer. And you can also add emojis by clicking on Windows plus dot, and you can add emojis for your conversations as well into your chatbot. And now I will connect this tile. Likewise, duplicate the same card and add it to the next button here. So now you can see that I have completed a particular flow for the weekly subscription. Now I will move on to the daily order button, where questions for the daily orders should also be asked. Likewise, here I will be asking the subscription type, whether it is veg, non-veg. So once the user selects on their input, then the next question to be asked will be the delivery slot, whether it is an afternoon or an evening slot. And once they select whether it is an afternoon or evening slot, since it is a daily order, my question will be whether on what days they will be looking to order, whether it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And once they select on their input, then I will be collecting the delivery address once again. And once they share the delivery address, the order will be confirmed. I will quickly show you how the cards will be created for the same. Here again it will be veg and non-veg. I will connect that particular card to this, the particular daily order button to the card. Once that is done, my next question will be the slot timing, whether it is the afternoon or an evening slot. So again, I will click on the send a message. It will be afternoon and evening. I will add this particular card. Once again, I will it will be an ask prompt. So once it is done, I will again duplicate this and add the same card to the non-veg button. Once the non-veg button is added, my next question will be the delivery days. So I will ask them. So in my buttons, I will add the 5 days from Monday to Friday. So once I add all the dates, I will add the particular card. So I will connect this delivery slot to the placing an order date directly. Likewise, I will duplicate the card again and I will add it to the non-veg option if a user selects the non-veg. And once I add the dates, I will ask for the location. I will again connect the card directly to the location. I will duplicate the card again and connect the next prompt to this again. So once this is done, once the user shares his location, my next message will be a thank you message. Your order is confirmed. So I will copy that, go back to the bot. Now I will click on send a message since that is the last message. And if you want, you can also add as your bot has now ended. And I will add it. I will duplicate this card again and send it for this. So now I have created my flow completely. All the questions which are necessary to be asked have been added, and now my flow has been created. So you can see the entire flow has been created. And now what you can do is, if you want the chat to be assigned to a particular agent at the end of the chatbot, or if you want to share it to the unassigned bucket, what you can do is you can simply click on action here. You can select the action type and you can either assign it to the unassigned bucket or assign it to a particular agent. So if you click on assign agent, it will ask you to which particular user you want to assign this conversation to. If you don't want to assign it to a particular agent, you can simply click on unassigned conversation and save it. So if you click on unassigned conversation, once the user selects sends the delivery location, once this thank you message is sent, this particular conversation will move from the open bucket assigned to the bot to the unassigned bucket, where any agent from your business can assign this conversation in their name and continue the conversation with the customer. Now that my bot flow is created, I will click on the publish button here so that my flow is published. Now what I will do is I will test this particular flow. So I will open another tab. I will go into my Galabox login, and I will take my phone, open my phone, and start messaging the Galabox number. In this case, I will message the Galabox number. So if you go to the connect screen, click on WhatsApp as your channel, your number will be displayed here. The number which is integrated with Galabox will be displayed here. So likewise, I will start messaging this particular number for my chatbot to start functioning. So I will go back to the unassigned bucket. I will send a hi message. So when I send a hi message from my phone, before that I will just give me 1 second. I will disable the bot from my end, since there are other bots which are connected to our system. So now there are no bots which are selected, and I will be able to test this bot from my end. So I will go back to the open bucket. I will resolve this particular chat for testing purposes. I will send a hi message from my mobile to the Galabox number. And once I send that, my chat, my number has been displayed in the unassigned bucket. So during testing purposes, you will have to click on the drop down here, and you have to assign the bot in your name so that the bot will be able to function. So once it is assigned in your name, you should go to the open bucket, and my conversation along with the bot which is assigned to my name is displayed here. So what I will do is I will send a hi message once again, and now you can see that the chatbot is functioning. The options which I have selected is being shown here. So now if I select place an order from my mobile, the particular message, the following message is sent, whether it is a weekly subscription or a daily order. Now if I click on weekly subscription, it will ask me the subscription type, whether it is a veg or a non-veg. So if I click on vegetarian, it will ask me the delivery slot which I am looking for. So assuming I select afternoon as a slot, it will ask me to enter the location where I am currently located. So assuming I select Chennai as an option, the next message, which is thanks for your input, your order is now confirmed, along with the emoji is being displayed here. So now this chatbot has ended, and after the session timeout. So if you had noticed in the initial part of my chatbot building, I had selected the session timeout message as 300 seconds. So after 5 minutes, this particular chat will move from the open bucket, which is assigned to the chatbot. It will move to the unassigned bucket. So now you can see that my conversation has already moved to the unassigned bucket. And from here, any of my agents in our organization will be able to assign this particular chat in their name, and they will be able to continue this conversation. So this is how chatbots can be built. And now once you are done testing your chatbot, and if you are satisfied with the flow, and if you feel that your customers are ready to respond to this particular chatbot, then you can publish this flow live for your customers. I will explain how that can be done. So you can click on settings. You have to click on connect. Go to WhatsApp as your channel. Click on the mobile number which is integrated with your Galabox. Click on assign user. So if you scroll down, you can see default bot. So if you select on the drop down, it will show you the list of all the bots which you have created for your business. And based on the bot which has to be sent out, or based on the bot which has to work, you can select that particular bot, and that bot will start functioning. In this case, I will select the Galabox bot. So if I click on Galabox bot and click on apply, my bot would have been applied. And henceforth, any customers who are initiating a conversation with our Galabox number, this particular chatbot will start functioning, and it will send out messages, and it will try to qualify the lead, or it will try to collect information from the lead. So once that is done, it will either move to the unassigned bucket or it will move to a particular agent based on how you are assigning this particular conversation. So this is how chatbots can be built and it can be published live for your customers. It is very simple and this does not require any coding or anything. It is a simple chatbot builder which any layman can do by understanding the flow. It will be easier when you create a flow in an Excel format or simply creating a diagram format in a piece of paper and just creating the flow. That will make things easy for the business to create the flow and publish it live for your customers. So with this, I come to an end on how chatbots can be built. And next, I will move on to the broadcast messages via Google Sheet. I will quickly take 2 minutes. And, I will open your microphone so that any doubts you have, you can ask me, and I will be able to clarify your doubts.
See this this mapping the customer support agent can it be a round robin?
Can you repeat your question, sir?
Can I do this support matrix on a round robin? So let's take an example. If agent 1 is busy and agent 2 is busy,
Okay.
whenever the message coming from customers,
Okay.
Automatically it can be round robin to a third agent, whichever the agent is free.
Yeah, so as I told you, there are two options to this. One is to assigning that particular chat to the unassigned bucket, where any of the agents who are available in your organization can simply take up this chat and continue the conversation.
They
Or
can pick up
if you wanted to specifically be assigned to a particular agent, then it can be done by only assigning it to one particular agent. And if that particular agent is busy, then he has to manually assign the chat to a different agent.
So it cannot be a round robin, right? So
No, the system will not be able to see who is available and who is not available and assign.
Adi,
yeah.
Let me answer to Mr. Sendil.
Yeah.
Sendil, we are actually working on to create a team-wise assignment logic. As you rightly said, let's say you have a 10-member team, and a 5-member team is being a 5-member user is being tagged as a customer support, right?
Correct.
Then you will have an option in the chatbot assignment logic where you can assign it to a team, and each and every chat will be randomly assigned to all those 5 people. We are working on it. Pretty soon it will be available, Mr. Sendil.
That is what I was asking, the specifically round robin concept.
It was a good suggestion, and it is already there in our roadmap. We are working on it. You will be able to use our service pretty soon.
Okay, Gajendra, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Gajendra and Ari, let's say it's wonderful to see, that the flow and how it can be created, the chatbot. Let's say a client like me, if we want somebody from your team to create a flow for us, or let's say work with us, of course for a fee, will you be able to help us out to create our chatbot, customized chatbot for, let's say in any industry that you would like to be?
Definitely, we will be able to do it. So, see, that's why we are standing out from our competitors.
Mm-hmm.
We used to work along with the customer for a period of 15 days, right?
Right.
And we will set up the initial setup, which is all required, and then we will help you to use our product, and it will be on your own. So ideally, between 15 days to 30 days, we will work along with you. And once the process is stabilized and it is set, right, it will be on your own. You can do all those modifications. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Pranav.
Pranav.
Yeah, can you send this video to like a YouTube channel so we can get to we can use?
Definitely, Pranav.
Yeah.
So already we have a YouTube channel for Galabox, and this training session will also be uploaded over there, so you'll be able to access it. My request is please do subscribe for our channel.
Sure, sir. Sure.
And this Excel as well, so that while we are seeing this video, if you practice.
One doubt from Alpha Lifecare.
Yes,
There is a one bot. From that one bot, we are creating one flow. From that one flow, we are creating cards.
Correct.
And if in the same bot, I need another flow to be connected. And another flow card should be designed. What I should do, sir?
it is very simple. So you need to create a bot with the circular one. So at the end of the bot, right, instead of ask question, it should be a send question. And similarly, the new flow, right, which should start from send question. That's all.
Can I get a demo, sir? 2 seconds demo.
Def,
In the
not
same
now
flow.
because we can
Okay,
help
okay.
you. What
We
you can
have
do
a
is you
slide
can
there.
provide your contact number. One of our team member
Yeah.
will call you personally and we will help you to create this bot.
Sure, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
And other customer was asked some question and sorry we missed you in between. Please ask.
Gajendran Sandalier,
Ha, Sanjay.
I think I was discussing with Alauddin and Samir
Hmm.
a week, I think 2-3 days before. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just give a quick. See, I need certain integration. I've explained to Alauddin also.
Sure.
If you are a founder for Galabox,
No, I am from the founding team. Okay, I am not a founder. We have
take my
two
details.
co-founders.
Take my details from Alauddin and Samir, and
Sure.
please, we will connect one-to-one. I'll just a quick brief
Definitely.
because we have done this kind of a similar work for Freshworks.
Definitely, Mr. Chandan. I will connect you personally. Yeah.
Hi, Aditya, this is Sarvesh. Hello. Yeah, so I'm facing one small error. I went through the entire process. It's completely user-friendly. Now, the error I am facing, I'm not able to resolve it. Maybe I'm missing somewhere. The error is like my client goes up to 3 steps in the flow, and in the 4th step, instead of going to the next card, come back to the first card itself.
No problem, Sarvesh. What we can do is after this meeting, I will ask one of my team members to connect with you and try to understand what the issue is, and we will get it resolved by today.
Sure. Thank you.
Aditya, please collect the contact details of Sarvesh so that we can get back to him.
Yeah, sure.
Aditya, is it possible to add multiple intents?
Yes, you can add
Definitely,
multiple
yes.
intents, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Aditya, please allow the. Sorry to interrupt. Aditya, please allow to have the chat conversation so that
I've enabled it.
Yeah.
So Aditya, Gajendra, in case we have to get in touch with you, how we can reach you like after this?
So okay. So for sales related, we have a WhatsApp number, or you can send us an email to team@Galabox.
Right.
So to just to give you more insights, see, whenever we are onboarding a customer, we used to create a WhatsApp group along with our tech head, who is Yogesh, and along with your technical team, right? So that it is easy for us to collaborate within the team members, and we used to help the businesses to integrate, set up things very fast, right? So this is how we used to work. Ideally, we want our customers to send a WhatsApp message so that one of our customer success manager will get in touch with you and will help you.
Great.
So for sales related, you can contact this number, which is 78258-77730, and for support, you can contact 78258-77797. You can make a note of this number and you can connect to us.
Shubham, the chatbot builder was launched recently, and intentionally we have not given the bot button option in the main menu. Since we want to get suggestions from our clients, right? And based on that, we are doing a lot of improvisation on a daily basis. If you want to access the chatbot builder in the Galabox URL, right? Aditya, will you be able to just show that URL how a customer can access the bot builder currently?
Yeah.
So in the URL, please go ahead, Aditya.
Yeah. So in your URL, your base URL will be app.galabox.com. And after the slash, you can simply remove everything and you can simply type out bots, BOTS, and just click on enter, and it will redirect you to your bots screen where you can either add a new bot and create the flow, or you can make modifications to your existing bots.
We can understand that it is difficult for you. So what we will do, we will enable this bot option in the main menu itself on or before Monday.
Sure, Sam. Thank you, Sam. So I will now get going with the WhatsApp broadcast through Google Sheet,
Yes.
and I will explain to the clients. So for broadcasting via Google Sheet, we have a base copy sheet of Galabox WhatsApp broadcast sheet, which we will be sharing with you as well. So once you open this sheet, you can see that the name and the phone number and status is something which is being set as default. So while entering, so please make sure that when you are sending a broadcast message, a bulk broadcast message to your customers, the name and the mobile number along with the country code, the +91, has to be mentioned. If not, the broadcast message to that particular contact will not be sent. So the name and mobile number is mandatory. And also make sure that your status, the field under the status, is always empty, so that when the broadcast is sent, the system will be able to capture the broadcast status and it will enter the details here. So before you start broadcasting your message, what you have to do is you have to go back to your Galabox screen, go to settings, WhatsApp template messages, and you have to select which particular template you are going to broadcast to your customers. So in our system, we have multiple templates which are being created, and from this I can select which template I would like to broadcast to the customers. So if you look in the WhatsApp broadcast Google Sheet, you can see that multiple sheets can be created and multiple templates can also be selected, and it can be broadcasted through one click. By creating multiple sheets for different templates, you can send out broadcast messages in one click. So in this case, what I am going to do is I am going to select 3 particular template messages. One is the Diwali message. The other one is the payment reminder, is the invoice generated message. And the third one is the YouTube subscription channel. So these are the 3 templates which I am going to broadcast and show you how it can be done. So once I have chosen the templates which I am going to broadcast, I will go back to the Google Sheet. And I will first click on Galabox, which is on the top next to the other options which are available. So here, once I click on this, it will ask you for the option which is WhatsApp broadcast. So once I click on WhatsApp broadcast, it will run a script and it will open a screen where you have to enter your Galabox credentials, the credentials which you use to log in inside Galabox. In this case, I will use my credentials. So once I enter the email ID and password, I will submit this request. And once it is submitted, it will ask me it will show me 4 options, which is the broadcast configuration, the account configuration, running of broadcast, and resetting all the configurations which are done. So if a particular user is going to broadcast messages for the first time through Google Sheet, then what you need to first do is you need to click on configure account. So once you click on configure account, you need to select the channel, the mobile number through which you're going to send the broadcast. In this case, it will be our sales mobile number, and you need to add the API keys which you have generated. So to search for the API keys, what you need to do is you need to go back to Galabox. In the left hand side corner, under users, you have something known as API keys. And I have my own API keys, which I will be using. So I will enter the API key. I will also add the API secret. And I will submit this option. So now you can see that my account details have been safely uploaded. And I can close this window to add more variables which are there in the templates. So once this is done, what I will do is I will again click on the Galabox. I will click on WhatsApp broadcast, and now this time I'll have to select configure the broadcast. So once I click on configure broadcast, I will have to configure the each template which I have selected. First, I will get started with invoice generated. So I will configure the invoice generated template, and here you need to make sure that the options are equivalent to the data which is provided. So contact name is equal to name, phone number is equal to phone number, status is equal to status, and I will click on submit. Here I will have to select the template which I am selecting. So here it will be the invoice generated message. So what I have to do is, before selecting this particular invoice, I need to add all these variables back in the Excel sheet. So I will close this once again. I will go back to my Galabox system, open the WhatsApp template messages, open which template which I am going to broadcast, and I will add all the variables which are mentioned in that particular template. So here I will add invoice number, and the next is the invoice period. The next variable is the description, followed by the payment link. So payment link is the final message. So here I will give a sample value. For the invoice number, I will give 113 and 114. Sorry. For the invoice period, I will mention this month, which is for November. We'll copy these two, paste. Be payment. So this will be payment link. So this will be payment reminder. I will copy the same and paste these two here, and this will be payment link. I will copy the payment link and paste the payment link here. So for this particular template message, I have created all the sample variables which are available in the template, and likewise I will create it for the other two templates which I am going to broadcast. So whenever you are going to broadcast, please make sure that the status field is always empty. If the status field is not empty, then broadcast messages will be sent to those contacts where the status field is empty, and it will not be sent to those where the status field is already filled. So please make sure whenever you are broadcasting, your status field is always empty. So now once I have configured the Galabox, the Google Sheet, I will click on Galabox here. Click on WhatsApp broadcast. I will configure the broadcast. So since there are three templates which I am going to broadcast right now, I will configure all the three one by one. So here it will be contact name equal to name, phone number equal to number, and status equal to status. Once I click on submit, I will select the template which I'm going to share. In this case, it will be the invoice generator template. And here you need to map the variables to those particular variable. So here it will be name. Invoice number will be invoice number since I have created in the Google Sheet. Invoice period is equal to period. Description is equal to description. Payment link equal to payment link. So now once this is done, I will click on submit. And here you can simply, if you want to assign it to a particular bot or a particular agent, then you can select their name. Or if you want to simply broadcast it, then you can have it as select and you can submit. Now this configuration has been uploaded. And now what I will do is I will close this again. Sorry about that. I will just redo it once again. I made a mistake. So this has been set. Next, I will configure the YouTube subscribers. So contact name is equal to name again, number equal to phone, status equal to status, and I will submit this. So in this case, it will be YouTube subscriber, and here name is equal to name. Since it is only a single variable, I have mapped that and I will submit it. And again, I will submit it here. And once it is submitted, I will click on the go back to home and I will configure the Diwali ka template. Again, name is equal to name, number is equal to phone, status is equal to status, and click on submit. I will select the template here, which is the Diwali message. Your name is equal to name, and I will submit here. And I will again submit the option here. And once I have configured this, I will go back to home. I will click on home here. Since all my 3 templates are configured, I will click on home, and now I will click on the run broadcast button. So once I click on the run broadcast, it will be setting up, and now I will close this screen. So once I have closed it, you need to wait for almost a minute, and now you can see that this particular status has been updated, which means that this particular broadcast message has been sent to these 3 contacts, to Sam, Yogesh, and to Aditya. Likewise, if I open the YouTube subscriber, you can see that this message has also been delivered. And likewise, if I open the Diwali template, this Diwali template has also been delivered. So this is how simple you can broadcast WhatsApp messages via Google Sheets. And these messages will be sent and received to your customers in real time. There will not be any delay or any lag. It happens in real time within a minute. So this is how you can simply broadcast WhatsApp messages, and it can be done in a lesser time. So with this, I come to an end with how broadcast messages can also be sent via Google Sheets. Now I will open the mic so that if you have any questions, you can ask me and I will be able to answer you.
So where we can find this integrated Excel sheet which you are showing?
We will share the link with you, sir.
Okay. In some chatbot you'll be sharing, or how you'll be sharing?
No, we will share it as a broadcast message itself.
All right.
We will broadcast the message and you will get it on your WhatsApp.
Hello, sir. What is the limit of broadcast? Like 1,000, 2,000?
Yeah. So if your Facebook Manager ID is verified, then you will be able to send up to 1,000 broadcast messages.
Okay.
And if you are sending 1,000 broadcast messages on a daily basis for around 7 to 10 days,
Okay.
Facebook will determine your performance, and based on your performance, Facebook may or may not increase your limit from 1,000 to 10,000.
But sir, if we don't have Facebook account,
If your Facebook Manager ID is not verified, then you are restricted to send only 50 broadcast messages in a day. Not more than that.
okay.
Hello. Yes, I also wanted to know, can we send to the international numbers as well?
Yes, you will be able to send it to international number as long as you add the contact name and the contact mobile number along with the country code.
Any chances of-
In the Google Sheet.
Yes, in the Google Sheet.
Or
Hi.
what about directly sending it via adding the contacts in the Galabox app only?
That can also be done, sir. You can either broadcast messages directly from Galabox itself, or it can also be done through the
I tried adding the contact, but I was not able to change the country code from India to any other country.
No issue, sir. You just drop out your contact details in the chat box, and I will ask one of our members to get in touch with you.
Sure.
Addy, can we send media files as well through the broadcast?
You will be able to send media files through the broadcast as long as the media file has already been added in your template message and you have got approval for the same from Facebook. So once it is approved, then you will be able to share it.
And how to go about it? So there will be another tutorial for it that you'll be sharing, or how?
We will share you the YouTube videos where how template messages can be created and can be submitted to Facebook for approval.
Great, thanks.
It is already available in our YouTube channel. You can go through it, sir. If at all you are facing any difficulties, please let us know so that we can help you on it.
Sure, thanks, Gajendra.
Thank you. Aditya, just open the in-chat
just one
conversation.
second. I have just one final question. What if is there any chance of number getting spammed or blocked by the users?
Definitely. Sorry, I didn't get your name, sir.
Sarvesh Bhardwaj.
Sarvesh.
Yeah.
So definitely there is a high chance if at all you are sending it to an unknown user database. Let's say in the sense, let's say you have 5,000 and odd users where you have interacted with them already. Then you are free to send them a message, right? However, if at all you are going to send a message to an unknown database, then obviously they will mark your numbers as spam. Let's say if at all you are sending 1,000 messages and 30-40% of customers or users are marking your numbers as spam, then immediately you will get a red flag alert from Facebook that to reduce your broadcast to unknown set of users. If you still continue to send to unknown set of users and your quality scores is getting reduced, then there's a high chance where your number gets blocked.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.